Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
From the 6. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. They were trying to create some space to run. They created a penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Play action. Manning. Throwing left side. He's got Clark complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing again on second down. Manning. There's Clark. He's got him again. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the running game. Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Manning now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Manning. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Clark. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Manning. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He'll return it from the 6. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Williams. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 18 carries, 126 yards.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Marino, escaping the pressure right. And he will slide down with the 1st down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a play fake. Manning. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On 2nd down now, it's George. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now Manning. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play there for Miami. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 9. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Manning to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Granson, his tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
2nd and 10, Marino once more. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Marino will throw. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Marino to throw it. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for good yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now Marino looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Touchdown, Dolphins! Mike Gesicki with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one taken just inside the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. For the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Manning. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd down, it's George. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Waddle now to return it. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, 20, 10, and they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Manning looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Manning now on third and goal. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw again on second down. Marino. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll roll him out right. Guy tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. 36. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So after the INT, it's Manning. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Manning going to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Manning, he finds his man, complete. That's George. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And this one is right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half. It's Marino eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin with a couple of cellar dwellers from a season ago. The Jets on the road at Cleveland. And it's the Browns who are out on top. Case Keenum's thrown 2 touchdown passes. From there, let's head to Philly to see what's happening with the Eagles. And it's the visiting L.A. Chargers who are out in front. Joshua Kelly, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Brandon Allen, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result that he opted for the touchback. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Marino sets up. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll run it with Williams. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded right around the 8. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
And, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. George. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Manning. He finds his man, complete. It's George. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A chance for Waddle on the return. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Again, he finds an opening. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 112 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Marino. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They run it again with Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Fielded right around the 8, and not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Indianapolis offense ready to go again.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
To throw is Manning. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
Left tackle Eric Fisher, the former Kansas City Chief, the guilty party.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. On the ground, it's James. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now it's Marino. Flushed out right. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams.
127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Marino. The killer here, it's complete.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Marino to throw. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
On first down, Manning. He finds his man, complete. That's George. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Manning. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to run. And the ball is knocked out. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
About the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they're going to speed things up here.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Marino. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Indy.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 10, Manning, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Now Manning. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team, and it's a fumble. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. And Marino going to throw despite the late lead. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Throwing again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd down, Marino.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Miami. So the Colts now down on the scoreboard. 34 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. That ball caught by Harrison. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that could hurt you.
So for the Dolphins, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.
Antonio Gates did not play a single snap of college football. When he signed with the Chargers as an undrafted free agent in 2003, he had just played 2 years of basketball at Kent State. The only thing more impressive than Gates' rise from college basketball standout to NFL superstar is the historic numbers he put up on the field. 955 catches, 11,841 receiving yards, and 116 receiving touchdowns, the most ever among all tight ends. Antonio Gates enters the Pro Football Hall of Fame as simply one of the best pass catchers in NFL history.
You have grades for each. Browse available players to improve your team.
Tonight, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup there on the run. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
On first down, Bradshaw escaping the pressure right, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 51 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. On first and 10, Bradshaw. He'll complete this one to Swan. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A run right side, it's Bettis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Back to throw. Bradshaw, flush to his right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
They go play action now. Aikman. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Aikman will throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, Aikman. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's Aikman setting to throw it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Aikman. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now it's Aikman. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be from 56 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 66 yards for him on the ground in this 1st quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw on second down, Bradshaw.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Right back to him on first down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
6 yards left on second down. Out of the gun, it's Aikman. Side here, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll run on first down. Robinson, and he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now Aikman looking to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Aikman operating from the gun. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks are starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Ward to return. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on 1st down. Bradshaw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Bradshaw eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bradshaw steps away to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Bradshaw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Rifles one into the hands of Clark. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Andrews. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Looking to pass. Aikman on first down. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Aikman. And this is caught by Winton, the tight end. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw is Aikman. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return will stop right around the 25.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Touchdown, Cowboys! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On 1st and 10, Bradshaw. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bradshaw. A throw left side, complete to Clark. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night. We now proceed to the start of the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On 2nd down, here's Aikman. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Aikman on first down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 8 yards to go on second down. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 35. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
First down, here's Aikman. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. The terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bradshaw. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Bradshaw flushed out right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Back to throw. Bradshaw. Got a man. It's swung complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Bradshaw escaping the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, and that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the 4th quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And that is incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, the return is Ward. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from him.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And quickly, they get to the line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Back to throw. Bradshaw.
Throw right side, taken in by Swan.
And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw on second down. Bradshaw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. Operating from the gun. Bradshaw. The open man is Clark, complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That one complete to Bettis. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. 15-yard touchdown ground.
And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So now the Cowboys down by 2 touchdowns. At time, a huge factor. They'll have one play here. Just north of the 2-minute warning. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll throw on first down with Aikman. This is Robinson. And some room to work. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. Oh, and the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. 7 yards, the pickup there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Bradshaw, flush to his right. And he goes out right around the 39.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bradshaw, pass caught, Miller. And he would get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bradshaw, pass complete to Ward. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Bradshaw forced out to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This from 55 yards out. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely online. It just needs a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
Throwing on 1st down. Bradshaw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out.
They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Back to throw. Bradshaw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Cowboys, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday.